and welcome back to Rachel's Enchanting Cakes. All I'm going to show you on this tutorial is how to make buttercream. This is my recipe, this is the way I do it. You may do it differently, each to their own. As I always say, there's no right or wrong way in cake decorating. So what you're going to need. You're going to need some icing sugar. In America, this is also known as powdered sugar. Some really good quality butter. I can't emphasize this enough. Don't be buying the cheap branded butter. Really go, the higher up you go, the more you spend on your buttercream, the nicer your cakes will taste. That's a fact. And finally, a very high quality vanilla extract. Now, obviously I've bought this in bulk. It is very expensive. The brand I'm using, I'm going to apologise now if I don't pronounce any of this correctly, is Nielsen Messé Madagascan Bourbon Vanilla Extract. It's a bit of a mouthful. It is available in the UK from places like Lakeland and all the supermarkets. If you are in America or Australia or abroad and you can't get hold of this particular brand, which I find is fantastic, then just buy your alternative, but again make sure it's the most expensive on the market. It will make a difference in your cake. So let's make a start on this buttercream. Okay, so these are my measurements just to make one batch of buttercream. You will find that you have enough to both fill and crumb coat an 8-inch cake using this, with maybe some left over depending on how deep your cake is. So we've got 200 grams of butter in the mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you can use a handheld mixer, but it does make it an awful lot easier because we need to beat this butter until it's white. You will find it starts to change colour. And I will take a photograph of this after the process has been done, just so that you can see the difference. I then add 300 grams of icing sugar, or it may be called powdered sugar depending on where you are, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 tablespoon of water. Again, for measurement conversions, just look on Google, because teaspoons and tablespoons may not be used where you are in the world and where you are watching this. So the first job is to beat this butter properly. So just put in your mixer, and we're just going to keep on beating that until it's completely white. Okay, so I've just beaten the butter really well. And I'm going to place a picture on now to show you what it should look like alongside the packet that it actually came out of, just so that you can see the difference in colour. Once you've got your buttercream to that stage, you then just need to add your icing sugar that we've already measured out to your bowl. This is where it can get a little bit messy. I'm going to give this a little shake, and then I want 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Just 1 teaspoon. Like so. Just being careful not to add any extra, because this is a really good strong vanilla extract, so you won't need any more. If you do add too much, it could taste a bit off and not right. And then 1 tablespoon of water. Get that onto the mixer stand. Place it on. I've got one more little tip for you before you go away and make some. If you just dampen a tea towel that you use in the kitchen, place it over the top of your mixer. If you're using a handheld mixer, you can do the same. Just place it over your hand in the bowl and then switch on your mixer. No mess at all. So I'm just going to let this mix now, and I'll show you the finished result. Okay, now we're all finished. So this is the buttercream. I'm going to place on a picture now so you can see what it looks like.